3D printing is some crazy cool technology. With 3D printers, people can create models, prototypes, and even products that would be impossible to make with traditional manufacturing techniques. Rumor has it, you can fashion a car key from hot glue, but beyond that, things get iffy. But this isn't why we're here. We've done some research on why everyone can benefit from owning a 3D printer. Watch on to find out. But first, what is it? 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing or desktop fabrication, creates real, physical objects from digital blueprints made on computers. It was introduced in 1986, but it was not until the 1990s that it began to draw serious attention from all corners of the technology world. For many, 3D printing is like something right out of Star Trek or some parallel universe. The ability to create objects from scratch is a remarkable feat for many people. So while 3D printing is a technology that has been around for decades, it's only recently become more mainstream. Affordable 3D printers are now available and can be used for home projects and work tasks. 3D printers are so popular right now, they can create toys, spare parts for cars, or whatever you can imagine. 3D printers are easy to use, affordable, and perfect for anyone looking to save time or money. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, as they say. Let's look at how 3D printing can benefit everyone and the reasons why it could be so useful in our everyday lives. 3D printing is a hobbyist's paradise, especially for those who enjoy arts and crafts. 3D printing allows them to create their own designs without having any prior experience in art or engineering. Enthusiasts are making their own game boards, action figures, ornaments, 3D printed jewelry, and other gifts. With 3D printing, they can customize their creations with ease. 3D printing can help you develop new creative skills you never knew you had. Those with an artistic flair are finding 3D printing to be an exciting way to express themselves. The art of 3D printing has spread far beyond the narrow confines of the 3D design community. Artists and crafters have embraced the technology too. It is so revolutionary. It allows individuals to create art and engineering designs with no prior knowledge of how they work or what materials are needed. Hobbyists often invite their family and friends to join them in their hobby because watching a design come to life is rewarding. Studies show that learning new skills releases endorphins, which instill a sense of accomplishment. But don't be fooled. It's not as easy as just pressing print and waiting for your creation to appear. It takes a bit more skill than you might think. So, how does it work? Instead of cutting, drilling, and sawing objects from a block of material, additive manufacturing grows an object by layering powdered material and fusing them together. This task is performed by a machine, 3D printer, which can carry out this process with unmatched precision and superior accuracy. Cool, right? 3D printing can be a hobby that will enrich your personal life and expand the limits of your creativity. But it's also marketable and desirable as a skill. You won't regret broadening the field of your knowledge, especially when those skills can pay the bills. Learning how to use CAD software alone is a boon to any resume. But there's also CAD software itself, which is always developing and changing. By learning the technology now, you'll be way ahead of the curve, which makes it even more awesome that we are seeing it more and more in educational environments. 3D printing has become a useful tool for geometry visualizations, design initiatives, and other areas at art schools. It also serves as a useful tool for scholars in numerous fields of study. The medical field in particular has taken a step forward as a result of the advancements in 3D printing. Astonishingly, several working organs have been created, which has allowed for a lot of research to be conducted. It is entirely possible that within a few years, organs for transplants will be printed using 3D technology. Another industry benefiting from the advancement is the defense sector. 3D printing is being utilized for making lightweight parts for surveillance equipment. But it's not all serious. 3D printing can also be beneficial for everyday household needs. 3D printers can be used to create brand new items like kitchen tools and coasters. They can also be used to print replacement parts for your home appliances and electronics. It's official. 3D printing is no longer just for designers. You can even make your own gifts with it. 3D printing is a great way to save money and time on all your special occasions. You can create beautiful ornaments, such as vases, jewelry, and even personalized keychains for yourself or a loved one. With Christmas just around the corner, this is a great idea. You can make a one-of-a-kind, customized gift, and concerns about duplicates are gone. It is also understandably popular in the entertainment sector. All kinds of prototypes are being manufactured using 3D printers, ranging from toys to action figures to games, musical equipment, and beyond. In fact, 3D printing is so important to the manufacturing industry. Why? It can be used to make models of products before they are produced on a mass scale. It's also used to speed up product development and troubleshoot design flaws. In the current commercial manufacturing process, various parts of a product are assembled together on an assembly line until the final product takes shape. 3D printing has huge implications for this process. For example, the use of a 3D printer for manufacturing products at a factory will only require a computer design to be sent to the printer, thus eliminating the need for assembly lines. The printer can print out entire products. In today's economy, we all know it's smart to have more than one source of income. While 3D printing can be educational, rewarding, and fun, it can also be a way to make some extra money. The world is full of people who have turned their hobbies into successful businesses using 3D printing. Designing and printing an object to fit a buyer's exact specifications is a valuable service. Beyond custom orders, many hobbyists turned entrepreneurs are making a living by selling board games, children's toys, the statues of popular heroes or characters in pop culture, such as Groot or Baby Yoda, and more. You don't even need to make any products to monetize your 3D printing skills. It can be as simple as just teaching a class on the subject, or you can make some money by making a guide to sell online, or even creating and selling your own unique designs for popular items. If you can make a quick buck off your hobby, you wouldn't feel so guilty spending money on it, right? But which printer should you buy? You'll have to choose between buying a machine that's ready to go and one that you'll have to build yourself. Both options have their pros and cons. If you happen to have a fair bit of technical knowledge, you may find the latter option more appealing. Building your own 3D printer will also cost you less, but it sure isn't for the faint of heart. For beginners, the best and recommended course of action would be to purchase a desktop 3D printer in the first instance. The cost of 3D printers has reduced significantly over the past few years. Now you can get a decent desktop 3D printer for as little as 2,000 Australian dollars. Could it also be considered a positive for the planet? Yes! 3D printing has the potential to be greener than traditional manufacturing. 3D printers can be used to fix old items, such as cars that have become obsolete, and their manufacturer no longer supplies or creates spare parts. This means that they don't need to be recycled or left to be dumped into landfills, which is better for the environment. This same idea can apply to almost any other product out there that can be revived with a 3D printer. The possibilities are as endless as your creativity. You could even design a battery cover for an old remote, reducing the need to throw the whole thing away. When you take a look at 3D printing as a whole, it's hard not to call it an environmentally friendly solution. There's no waste or pollution involved in the process, and if it becomes widespread, it will be beneficial to the environment. The trend of using biodegradable and recycled materials is becoming increasingly noticeable, as evidenced by the number of new solutions being developed. The advent of a 3D printer in every home would mean significant savings in logistics, saving the environment included. The extent to which it will affect the global environment depends on the scale at which it is used. The huge capabilities and ease of use of 3D printers make such a future very likely. The day may soon come when you can buy design blueprints instead of products. If you're intimidated by the thought of 3D printing because you think it requires extensive knowledge of how they work or what materials are needed, then let us assure you that 3D printers are for everyone and are now more affordable than ever before. It doesn't matter if you're a hobbyist, educator, or professional, there is a 3D printer for you. Get investigating. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.